So Max had been in his academy for firefighting, which meant that he was working Monday through Friday down in Ventura. And so he first got me a dog to help console me during that time, which we love, Presley. But right after he finished that, there was our first 3-day weekend that we could actually enjoy together. And he took us on a trip, Presley and I both, on a trip to Solvang and got us a really cute hotel, and we went horseback riding and wine tasting. And then that night at dinner, he was like going to the bathroom a lot. Like he had stomach issues, like I thought from drinking too much wine during the day. But he came back and we were finally enjoying our meal, which he had like half of his steak, which is really absurd for him. And our song came on My Way to You by Cody Johnson. And it got really loud and I was like, it's this weird country coming on all of a sudden. And then he got down on one knee and that's it.
So from my side, I obviously knew for the whole weekend that we were going to get married. And it was funny because the more drunk we got as we went to the different wineries, I remember there was a couple times when she went to the bathroom where I showed a picture of the ring to some of the actual servers, and there was one time where she came in and almost saw me showing some of the pictures and I got all freaked out. But yeah, when we got back to the restaurant, I hadn't fully planned it out. I knew I was gonna propose at the restaurant, but I got this idea when I saw speakers in the back restaurant that maybe I could get our song to come on. So I went up to the front and...
So he wasn't going to the bathroom.
So I wasn't going to the bathroom. But I went up to the front and talked to the receptionist and asked them if that was something they could do, and they said it was. So they started freaking out. I freaked out and then came back, and I still didn't have the ring on me because I didn't want there to be a big bulge in the pocket. So I said I had to go to the bathroom again. Went back, grabbed the ring, and then came back and was waiting for an awkward amount of time for that song to come on, and which is part of why I didn't eat my steak. Just waiting for that song, and finally it came on, and yeah, and surprised and got down, and that's how it happened.
When the wedding kind of came in jeopardy because of this COVID thing, Haley and Max didn't waver. Are we going to put it off? They wanted to get married today. And I think they were going to make it work no matter what happened.
Yeah, when I first met Haley, I knew right away that she was someone very special, and it's funny because after we met, I actually went to one of my friends at the time, Scott, and said, there's a chance that I might marry this girl. And ended up being true. But even from the first time I met, I mean, she's just such a happy person where everywhere she goes, she spreads this love and joy to everyone else around her. She's always so optimistic and caring and kind. And the more I got to know her, the more I saw that, and I got to see just such a deep side of her that I think a lot of people from the outside see in general anyways, because she is so nice to everyone that she comes into contact with. And you see it in her teaching, how she cares so much about her students and everyone around her. But being kind of behind the scenes hits home a little harder just because you see that there's not any kind of act behind it. She's just the most caring and loving person that you'll ever come across, and incredibly supportive and independent. I mean, the job that I'm in, being away from home for so long, it's easy to get jaded and to almost take it out on your significant other from maybe the female point of view, but she has been so loving and supportive, and she's able to just be strong on her own, and that has really helped strengthen our relationship and made us come even closer together. And I couldn't imagine anyone else who could fill that role in my life any better. And I love her with all of my heart. And yeah, I'm just so excited to marry her.
Max works 2 days on, 4 days off, and in those 2 days that he's on and working, I often have to have my dog in the bed, and I'm just like very much so less happy when he's gone. I'm happy that he has his dream career and that he's doing what he loves. But the moment that I hear Presley bark and she warns me that he's coming home and he's home from work, my heart fills, and he walks in, and you know, just the biggest smile on all of our faces, including our dog, and just like when I know that we're all where we're supposed to be and we're all together. He's home for me, you know, even when I am home, when he's not home, I'm not quite fulfilled. So I think that's a moment every week that I always look forward to, that first moment when Presley barks and he comes home. I love him.
By the power vested in me, by the great state of California, the Universal Life Church, and GetOrdained.com, I happily pronounce Max and Haley to be husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time I present Mr. and Mrs. Max and Haley Palmer.
So, Lynette, I think you said it best last night, and other people have echoed this. So when we were leaving that bar that night, my partner Jenny, she was like, Max is gonna marry that girl. First time we'd met her. I was like, nah, no. And it's too early. And then next time I hung out with Haley, I was like, yeah, you're right. Max is gonna marry her. And I think that just speaks to like how perfect you two really are for each other. And you're so complimentary and you push each other and like you make each other a better person. And like I could not ask for a better partner for my brother, Max. And so I'm so happy that you found each other.
I don't know how a father could be more proud. You have raised the bar on being the best daughter a father could ever ask for. And now you're married to this awesome surfer, fireman dude that treats you like a princess. And Max, you're a lucky guy. But congratulations, you're now married. Next step will be your own family. I know you will be a great wife and mother. But as you know and promise me, I will always be your dad, and you will always be my little girl.
Of course. It was pretty obvious to me when I talked to Haley after your first date that you guys were the perfect pair. But as I've seen your relationship evolve over time, it's become clear to me that you two are always meant to find each other. You've always cared for one another, supported each other, made each other the happiest people I've seen, loved each other tirelessly, and most of all, you guys choose each other time after time. So Max, thanks for making my best friend the happiest and most loved girl in the world. And Haley, I love you so much, and I'm happy that your heart has found its perfect match.